The 4 astronauts of the Artemis II mission left Earth orbit after their Orion spacecraft fired its main engine for its final thrust toward the Moon. The 5-minute, 50-second burn, known as the Trans-Lunar Injector, TLI, went perfectly, NASA's Dr. Lori Glaze said afterward. And Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen, aboard the Orion capsule, said the crew was feeling pretty good on their way to the Moon. The Artemis II spacecraft is now on a closed trajectory that will take the crew around the far side of the Moon and back. This marks the first time humans have flown beyond Earth orbit since 1972. A live feed from the Orion spacecraft shows the Earth slowly shrinking in size as the capsule travels further and further into space. Hansen, the first non-American to walk on the Moon, told NASA Mission Control that the crew felt a powerful sense of the power of those who persevered and worked so hard on this mission. Humanity has once again shown what we are capable of, he said. It is your hopes for the future that guide us now on this journey around the Moon. After approximately 24 hours in the extended high Earth orbit, Orion's engines, navigation systems, and life support systems were tested as the capsule circled our planet. Finally, the final go-ahead was given, and the engine could begin firing, the final crucial step of the mission to the Moon. Behind the crew's seats, the service module fired its single main engine, which burned for a long, steady period, increasing Orion's velocity by thousands of kilometers per hour. The Transit Laser Identifier launched the spacecraft on a journey expected to take the crew farther from Earth than anyone ever had before, more than 4,700 miles, 7,600 kilometers beyond the Moon, before gravity pulled them back. NASA estimates this result could slightly surpass the record set by Apollo 13 in 1970, depending on the precise timing and trajectory of the flight. In the first public video conference with the crew after launch, Commander Reed Wiseman said they were treated to a breathtaking view as the spacecraft pulled away from Earth. You can see the entire globe from pole to pole. It was the most breathtaking moment, and all 4 of us were frozen in place, Wiseman said. TLI isn't a point of no return for Orion. Even after a powerful lunar maneuver, operators can still perform the equivalent of a turnaround using the handbrake in space, and return the crew to Earth if something goes seriously wrong. In the event of an emergency, a 180-degree turn is the fastest way to return home in the first 36 hours after passing the lunar trajectory. After that, it can be just as quick, and often easier, to stay on course around the Moon and return to Earth, Orion Program Manager Howard Hu said before launch. He added that the team ran hundreds of thousands of simulations to make sure we can get the crew home safely. At the briefing after the successful engine burn, he smiled broadly and told reporters, "What a great 2 days." As the constellation Orion hurtles into deep space, the views from its windows will become increasingly spectacular. The Earth behind them will shrink to a tiny blue-white orb, and the Moon will transform from a bright disk into a cratered world, filling the entire frame. During their first video call, the astronauts said they were glued to the window as they watched the changing view before them. Around the 6th day of the mission, when Orion passes beyond the Moon, the astronauts will be able to observe a total solar eclipse. The Moon will pass directly in front of the Sun, completely obscuring its bright surface, revealing its normally hidden shimmering halo, while the Earth will be off to the side. Space missions use a variety of astronomical terms, and TLI is the latest space jargon, familiar to many of those following this mission. Let's hope it will be remembered as a giant leap forward that brought humanity one small step closer to setting foot on the lunar surface again.
Subscribe to the channel, like and share this video with your friends to stay updated. See you in the next episodes.